Because I'm using 3,500 gallons a day. People sitting there, they can tell you every day tanker is passing here. And most of the tankers, when they come, don't bring you crap fuel even. If you pay for 5,000, it should be 4,900. But there is no way you can say it's 4,900 because you need it. So with these few words, thank you very much again to all of you for coming. Now I request a prominent citizen and the chairman of Muslim community of Viala and Sinta district, Agma Sumo. Agma is here? Yes.
Before Mr. Jetty could come in Liberia to invest, the rubber sector was totally embarrassed. Let me say, with the inception of the rubber brokers make the small rubber farm solar to be very discouraged. We should take our rubber to them, which is our crops. They will tell us that they don't have money. They will take our rubber sometime on credit. They will not pay for now 2 months, so now a week, you go in after them. Sometimes they will tell you, oh, I don't have rubber here, I've been weighing your rubber. But go to that man. The man you see there, he has money. Go to him and go negotiate with him. And when you go to him, the man will take 25% on your money. 25% from all. Imagine you need to go back to pay your workers, buy material for your farm. We were very discouraged and led most of the members, most of our citizens to start to cut down their trees and bring coal. But when Mr. Jetty came, he has added value. So don't clap for Mr. Jetty that this great small rubber council. We want to bring to your attention that Mr. Jetty is an icon in the rubber industry for now. This one December, when everybody could stop buying rubber, Mr. Jetty bought all of the rubber that was brought to him and empowered the economy. People took those money and go buy food for their children. Somebody pay for their children's school fees. Today, if you get the rubber in every area, Bunkante, Nima, Mikey B, Monserrado, just bring your rubber to Mr. Jetty. No credit. Mr. Jetty will pay cash down. Let me say in our library, way of saying it. Cash down. He feeds us. Whenever we bring our rubber to sell, Mr. Jetty gave us food free, exclusive of our payment. He gave us sovereign free. He has arranged a place where we will go and sit, charge our phones, and get internet. Mr. Jetty is adding value to. So the junction will only have 2 pumps. And then the 2 companies serve the community. During the heat of the sun, when we look, we saw water on the other side jetty. We saw water on the other side jetty. We saw water on the other side of the community jetty. And now, presently, I hardly go to my community to get water. I go to jetty pump in the morning to fresh water. Yeah. So jetty is the name of humility. Not all about rubber and not all about business. Mr. Jetty, we say thank you. Thank you. Until we can let our sleep, we will find peace. And not use to be like that. You can't afford here. More than someone bought them working here. The place I can see, I know that will be so when they see and I know working. They year working. They're getting the little money there that can feed them. They're not in the street. They're not having people do it. All I want a blessing for you. Now, never farmer benefiting from you. Know what I feeling? You get one lottery anywhere. But say they benefiting from Jetty. All I want are not blessed. July 1, when Mr. Jetty first opened the factory to buy rubber. So, farmer found it very easy to be able to get the rubber. Here, instead of going through challenge where you have to be given number, you have to be given code, and if you don't have that code, you cannot access the market to sell your rubber. Life was focusing around for plantation. Life was focusing around the ground pasture and around for plantation. While pasture being the only buyer within the central belt. So these were numerous challenges that we had until 2023 July 1. When the surgery came and opened, this lessened the market crisis that most of us farmers are today. And doing more for the smallholder farmers that have making the market to become competitioners.
And then, Michael, with our competitions, it's a day one. So that have been a major one today. Farmer find it easier. You didn't stay on your farm and only call that I have rubber at this quantity. Rest assured that someone is waiting to hear your voice. Now you heard from Mr. Jetty, he just said that he gave me some prices to farmer based on our production that are going to bring in. These are all opportunity. So this all came in the because of the establishment now we have here as a factory to deal with the enhanced funding challenges in terms of market crisis.
Betty, you have a never-ending fan base here. I will say that, one of the things that we advocate at the U.S. Embassy is economic development, is what is going to push Liberia out of its current state and into the next level. I know Liberia has benefited from foreign assistance for many years, but it's through economic development that will provide opportunities. And you are providing opportunities. Listening to many of the people speak today, it is obvious that your factory here is providing opportunities beyond the people that work here, but people in the communities that are benefiting from the food that you are buying, from the additional money that your employees have to pay for their kids' school fees, maybe to buy some clothes. Your money here, your vision here is a force multiplier. So for that, I think we have to give Mr. Jetty a big round of applause. As I said, there is limitless potential here in Liberia, and it's people like you that really showcase to us at the embassy that there is hope, that there is an opportunity, and that Liberia can be a powerhouse economically for the next century. I applaud all of you that are selling to Jetty as well as to Firestone. I look forward to working with the organizations that are here to make sure that farmers continue selling, but more importantly, that farmers are making a living wage doing what they do. Because an economy and a country needs farmers. Farmers are the backbone of any country. Even in the United States, we have farmers. Believe it or not, it's just the food doesn't miraculously appear, and things do not miraculously appear. So with that, I know that a lot of people have talked. I'm going to make it quick. Thank you again, Jetty, for your hospitality. Thank you all for coming out, and thank you for having a very frank conversation with us. And I look forward to coming back, if not me, my successor, to that latex factory. Thank you, everyone.
Catherine, thank you for your kind words.
Therefore, the story about senators getting TSA is false and misleading. The Liberian Senate operates by distinguished colleagues and members of the press. Before we commence the session for the day 6, I wish to inform the public that the legislature is the first branch of government and operates by funding approved in the national budget. The retreat held in Grand Bassa County under the theme ensuring robust oversight was legally funded, and the Senate's committee budget line, which makes it legal, is clear. Also, the Liberian Senate does not have a TSA budget line. Therefore, the story about senators getting TSA is false and misleading. The Liberian Senate operates by the Constitution and the rules of the Senate, and the rules provide for one spokesperson on official matters of the Senate, and that person is the President pro tempore. Therefore, all information about the Senate retreat in the public that has been used to target senators is unofficial. Coming out of the retreat is an agreement to have the General Auditing Commission, the GAC, complete its report after a 1-month system review of the Senate financial management system. We are moving towards setting up the financial management system and digitization, which includes our website for an open Senate. When this process is completed, all information, including publishing our budget and financials, will be on the website and be available to the public. We are also working with the CSA on employee headcount to streamline and build capacity for efficiency in the Senate. These initiatives are laudable, and we are grateful to the institutions involved. The Liberian Senate is now moving towards transparency and accountability and openness, and we are grateful for the cooperation of the entire Senate. On Tuesday, June 25th, the Senate will deliberate on the proposals to the Senate rules that were done at the beginning retreat, and after the endorsement of those proposals, the Senate will have its new rules published for the working of the Senate and the public. Thanks to all who participated in this very important retreat, and we look forward to executing all deliverables of the retreat with a timeline. Thank you.
Liberians are dying, no money in the hospitals. We use 75,000 to procure ID card. No one can talk about it. The press, more will be talking. I want not point to the thing about it. But I think it's important.
How much you think will be?
They're not alleged. Get a chairman ask them,
How much you think?
Just go to United Validate, come back. Yeah.
Should be used, sir? How much you think should be used?
75,000 was placed for the purchasing on the line, budget line, for ID card and electronic line for the chamber. But surprisingly, they're saying to the chairperson is saying to us that he used the 75,000 to process ID card. So you know about ID card in Liberia.
One might be listening and then they don't know the chairperson. So can
but why you want to say one might be saying you are pursuing our election? The chairperson person might go to the meeting and say yes. Or the chairman will go to the come and say yes.
Thank you so much, sir.
Go to the now come and say yes.
And also,
I will follow you. I go.
And also, the chairman become main mention
of how you want to validate my argument or you want to elect. Go validate the argument from the man.
And he also made some
hello. Please go and validate from the chairman.
Allegedly, we have hearing that 75,000 was proposed in this retreat for just ID card for staff of the legislature. How true is that information?
Please repeat yourself because I don't understand.
We all heard Honorable James Papa Kole is stating that 75,000 United States dollars was being budgeted to be used.
Liberians are dying, no money in the hospitals. We use 75,000 to procure ID card. No one can talk about it. The press, more will be talking. I want not point to the thing about it. But I think it's important.
How much you think will be?
They're not alleged. Get a chairman ask them.
How much you think?
Just go to United Validate, come back. Yeah.
Think should be used, sir? How much you think should be used?
75,000 was placed for the purchasing on the line, budget line, for ID card and electronic line for the chamber. But surprisingly, they're saying to the chairperson is saying to us that he used the 75,000 to process ID card. So you know about ID card in Liberia.
One might be listening and then they don't know the chairperson. So can
but why you want to say one might be saying you are pursuing our election? The chairperson person might go to the meeting and say yes. Or the chairman will go to the come and say yes.
Thank you so much, sir.
Go to the now come and say yes.
And also,
I will follow you. I go.
And also, the chairman become main mention
of how you want to validate my argument or you want to elect. Go validate the argument from the man.
And he also made some
hello. Please go and validate from the chairman of the Solidified.
Allegedly, we have hearing that 25,000 was proposed in this retreat for just Adika for staff of the legislature. How true is that information?
Please repeat yourself because I don't understand.
We all heard Honorable James Papa Kole is stating that $5,000 was being budgeted to be used.
This is the schoolyard. This is where our babies are. This is supposed to be a school.
At the conclusion of this press briefing, we are going to be publishing the assets of His Excellency Joseph Imam Boakai.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning again. This is Alex Ganti on Prospective. Now, I need you guys to pay attention to what I'm doing here. This is a school building that is in the Edina area. Now, I want to tell you why the kids were getting on those boats to go across to another school in Buchanan rather than here. This is their locality. This is where they're supposed to be going to school. I want you to see this and tell me what is wrong with this video. Okay? Tell me what is wrong with this video. That's the school. This is the playground. Okay? Swing. Keep your eyes on the prize. This is the building, the supposedly structure where the kids are supposed to be going to school. So now I can tell you emphatically that they are short of classrooms. That's the reason why they are going across the river and getting in those canoes with a life jacket and risking their lives. Okay, folks. Good morning. Wherever you are and whatever you are doing, I'd like to say good morning and a pleasant welcome to yet another edition of the Today Show right here on your favorite dial. We are coming to you live on Spoon 107.5, Fabric 101.1, and via www.spoonfmradio.com. It's always a pleasure to be here every morning to serve you a palatable breakfast from 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock. My name is Yekezi Zobe, and of course, I'm here this morning with my colleague, as usual, Dennis Nipson, and we hope to be joined by Chokon Flaman later on the show. So good morning and welcome to it. Let me cross over to Dennis. Dennis, good morning. How was your weekend?
Good morning, Yekezi. My weekend was good. It's good to be back on the Monday morning. We like to say good morning to all those who are following us via the various social media platforms and also through the radio. We are grateful to be back this Monday morning. Yes, how was your night and how was your weekend?
Yeah, my weekend was good. My weekend was very, very splendid.
Okay.
And thank God for the gift of life.
Yes, it's important.
Yeah, so over the weekend, there were a lot of happenings, a lot of trending issues over the weekend, and we will be delving into some of those trending issues this morning. So don't go away. These days the social media, circulates the information even faster than the radio stations and other, social media, electronic media. But the electronic media is more credible because we bring you factual information, we dig beyond the information, we do research to bring you information. So why it's true that the social media is there to bring to your attention information faster, but some of those information aren't true. So there are some people out there who still depend greatly on the electronic media and other credible social media platforms to still bring them the information that they need to know about.
Yes, and like you said, it's important. And before we go into our discussion, I'd like to say happy birthday to Edwin Clark, who is a journalist. He worked with the GSC, and also to Bwaka Jaliba. Those guys are celebrating their birthday, and also to a female colleague as well, Ethel, who is also celebrating her birthday. Would like to say happy birthday, guys. To have a wonderful celebration. And on yesterday, our own Rose, Marie Makivar celebrated her birthday as well. Would like to say happy birthday to every one of them.
Yeah, so happy birthday and happy belated birthday, especially to you, our colleague Rose Marie Makivo, who celebrated her birth anniversary on yesterday.
Yeah.
She calls herself the multifaceted radio personality. So Rose, hope you had a wonderful time.
The Sassy MC.
Sassy MC. Yeah, hope you had a wonderful time on yesterday. And happy pre-birthday to all of you expected to celebrate your birthday in this month of June or in this year. Happy pre-birthday. And yes, of course, everybody celebrated today. We'd like to say happy birthday to you. In that vein, we also like to, recognize those of you following us. John Pakala is following us this morning from Lofa County. Thanks for following, John. Melvin Carl is also following us this morning from Nimba County, District number 3, Beliges Territory District. Thanks for following the show this morning. Arvin Yenin is following from Ganta, Nimba County. Peter S. Fole is also following from Tajuan District, Sano County. Albert Tomberfield is following, says good. Dozua is following as well. James is following the show this morning. Thanks for following. Darius David is following the show. Famata Lastborn Kamara is following the show. And George H.W. Pator is also following the show. And good morning to everybody following. Keep on commenting right there in the comment section, and we will try to pin your comments live on the screen. Jackson Moore Dumol, thanks for following the show this morning from Jacobtown, right here in Montserrat County.
Did you go to church?
Oh no, I did not. I did not.
Chokon is not here. You couldn't go to your church.
I didn't go to church yesterday. Due to some.
I know you're coming to say because of the rain.
No, it's not because of the rain. It's actually due to some personal engagement that I don't want to talk about here. But that is in no way an excuse. I think there should be no excuse, for not going to church.
And the way this coming Sunday is last Sunday, I know you won't even go.
I will go. I will go. I will go.
Hope to see. I'm getting accustomed.
I'm getting accustomed a little bit to the Christ Chapel of Faith. Even though our man of God isn't preaching these few days, sitting the prince.
He has gone silent.
He's not preaching these few days. But I mean, you still have another, preacher there who's very good, who preaches, the real word of God. You know, not prosperity preaching, not preaching, to entice people. But these are people. Most men of God preach to entice people.
Imagine
They preach, to attract, members instead of saving souls. They preach these days to attract members. And once the church is packed, the offering basket is going to be filled up to capacity, and the church, the man of God is going to get rich from that. But not the kind of preacher would do there at the Christ Chapel of Faith. Yeah, we hit the nail at the head, whatever it is. Whoever feels offended, well, that is it.
Well, your men of God preach to politically motivate people, I guess.
Yeah, the man of God, Prince Johnson,
you're not serious at all.
I mean, all through the man entire life has been political. So it's just impossible for the man to preach and not giving a political scenario.
Imagine me sitting in that church, I don't know.
I mean, it's just not possible. For example, you Dennis, you're a journalist. All right. So if you happen to, if you happen to, venture into the pastoral thing, I mean, you will preach the Bible mixed up with some of your journalistic experiences, alluding or referencing some of the experiences in the journalistic field.
Okay.
So that is exactly what
good defense for your preacher.
Yes, of course. Yeah, so folks, that's it this morning. Like I said, we've got a lot in store for you. Yeah. And for those of you interested in playing the radio game, the dashboard is open now. You can play by dialing the code *799# using your non-star cell GSM SIM card. *799# is the code. Just dial it and you're going to see a list of radio stations. Spoon FM is at number 3. So you select Spoon FM at number 3. And the next thing you want to do is to choose how to pay the playing fee, which is just 70 cents USD or 100 Liberian dollars. Once you pay the playing fee, you automatically get into the draw and you stand a chance to win 2,500 Liberian dollars. And 40 persons will be winning 2,500 Liberian dollars at the end of the show this morning. So you want to be one of those 40 winners walking away with such amount. All right. So, folks, this morning we will be playing host to the Deputy Minister for Administration at the Ministry of Labor. He's Othello Mansour. He will be speaking to allegations against his boss. The Minister of Labor, Councillor Kopokra, there's been this allegation that he illegally dismissed, some employees of the ministry because those employees were reportedly doing that job. They discovered in Bapolu County that, some Chinese nationals or foreigners, so to speak, were mining without a work permit, and they seized that permit and I filed a complaint here. And I mean, this was actually brought to the attention of the Minister of Labor, Bapolu County Superintendent. And following investigation, the Ministry of Labor released a statement that those individuals, though employees of the Ministry of Labor, but they are an inspector, and they shouldn't be seizing the working permit or passports of Chinese or foreigners in the country. So because of that, they were dismissed. There were 5 in numbers according to the release. But it's been said that those individuals were carrying on that function legally, and this was said by the labor inspector Charles Brown. He was on Spoon a few days ago. He said that the Minister of Labor is protecting, some foreign nationals. who are mining, in Bapolo County and other parts of the country. So there's a very, very huge allegation, because that's not the role of the Ministry of Labor. The Ministry of Labor should be ensuring that, foreigners who are working in Liberia, who are mining or doing whatever job in Liberia, they must, be in the legal confines of the laws of the country. But it's just an allegation. So we will have Minister Mansour speaking to this morning at 8:35. All right, and also at 9 o'clock, we're going to play host to some an institution. Is actually a high school. The name of the high school, I'm trying to get the name right, but this high school will be having a sports day and climax and other activities there at the school. We will be playing host to that school. They will be highlighting the many activities of their house color, ranging from the achievement, the tactics, history, foundation, major players, past and present, most influential figure, etc., and etc. So we will be playing host to them. It's okay, the Sotiamo Christian School
Academy.
60.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll be playing host to them here this morning on the show at 9 o'clock. So that's a list of our activities here this morning. Don't go away, be there as we hear, and let's have a wonderful time together. We have just a little time this morning, Denise, to give our perspectives on some of the trending issues ranging from the presidents and the vice presidents' disclosure of their assets, publication of their assets. Is the first of its kind, since the war. I haven't done research, before the war since 1947, but for what I know presently, since former President Eli Johnson Sirleaf term in office, it's the first time to have seen this happen.
Yes, indeed. We all, comment that. But for me, I really don't, it is not of valued now for me, because you have public officials where you have public outcry before they can take action. Like that, there's not, the impact that should have, or the weight in terms of how people will welcome that. At times it becomes less important, because from the onset, if the president have declared his assets and made public, to publish the asset, that people get to know, it brings that, that sense of contentment and all of that. And people kind of surprised, oh yes, the president for the first time has done this, has done that. But after months of the president will make publish asset, the president, well, some may say yes, the president is a listening president, because he listened to the people what they say, and he did that and all of that. But I will say it is time that our leaders learn to do the right thing, and we shouldn't be healing them for failing to do the right thing. And if people talk about that before they come out to do that, and we try to talk about that. So, well, it is good to know that they have declared their assets. I mean, they have made public their asset declaration, but I think it is belated. It is belated because at the time that everyone expected that the president who have done so, he didn't perform that to make public asset declaration at this time. I would say it's not timely. I mean, it is belated. It is belated, and I don't see much excitement, in that from the public, commenting that. Though people, yeah, it is good. It is the president since many years, or since whatsoever the president has made public his asset declaration. For me, that's how I would say, but it is belated because the president took a longer time. People had to be here and there talking about it before that could happen. And now we are seeing that perhaps the way they were kind of rushing maybe to ahead to public, outcry and things like that. There's some little mistakes in that and to rectify all of that. So for me, it is not it is related.
Yeah, so currently it's belated, but to some extent, I think the expectation is worth making a lot of people to term the declaration or the publication of the president's assets as belated. Because the expectation was, as soon as the president takes over, he's going to declare his assets with the LCC.
Yeah.
And once he does that, he's going to publish that immediately. He's going to publish that based on some of the promises that they made during the campaign. That they are going to, ensure that if elected, the government is going to be very transparent. The government is going to be accountable to the people. So the expectation was so high, and because that was not done right away, it becomes a problem. But for me, the only thing that I have problem with is if there are issues, that way maybe barring president from declaring his assets. I think they should have come up to say,
Yes,
there's this issue. There's this issue that's delaying the president's publication of his assets. Because looking at the dates of the president's assets declaration with the LSCC, if I'm not mistaken, it's January 29. All right, that happened. So from January 29 up until now. Is 6 months, almost 6 months. So what impeded the president from declaring, in fact, publishing his assets right after the declaration? What were the circumstances? But yet then still, I think even though some may consider it as belated, I think is a step forward for transparency and accountability in this country. It's a precedent that the president and the vice president have set in this country, and I think they must be commended for that, because back in the days, other presidents said, the law does not call for that, and yes, of course, the law does not call for that. All right, it's optional. So other presidents, and other government officials, decided, since the law did not call for that, I don't get about transparency, so I just declare my assets, and that is it. I'm not going to publish it. But this president and his vice president have gone one step ahead, above the other presidents and other government officials, and they have decided to publish their assets. I think it's a milestone, even though the expectation of people, most of the supporters and even critics, was that it was going to do it right away. But it's just, 6 months, about 6 months. The president, was inaugurated on the 22nd of January. It has not been a year. It's not been 2 years. It's not been 3 years. The president has declared his assets. So I think to some extent it's still early. And I think the president and his vice president, and I like what the vice president did. I believe the vice president was probably ever since to declare his assets, but he didn't want to do so ahead of the president. His boss has to, declare his assets before he can do the same. So as soon as the president declared his assets, if I published his assets, we saw the vice president also publishing his. And I think it's something commendable, and we must thank the two statesmen for that. We've been joined by Chokon. Chokon, good morning.
Good morning, Legacy and Dennis, and good morning to our many listeners across Liberia. It's good that we are here again, fresh Monday morning, really morning. But how be it, like you both said, for me, I would like to join you to say it's better late than never.
Better
So,
late than never.
yeah, the president publishing of the asset, I think it's a grand step towards the fight against corruption. Aside from that, he's I think he's a president who listens to especially his supporters and some of the things they say, even including critics, because they said the president maybe has certain motives, so he refused to publish his asset. And unfortunately, for those who believe in him, he did the right thing to go and publish that. And my own disappointment is after the election, when the president, then former vice president, was declared winner of the election, they should have taken that time to verify the information needed for them to be able to publish. They should have gone the LACC, submitted, or tried to submit or inquire from the LACC what information they needed.
What information is exactly talking about?
Because
Is it the income of the president? Because this has been one big
not
thing
only
that everybody is
the
talking about.
document, there are a lot of issues. There should be supporting documents, bank statements, and several other issues to support what you say you have. Legacy.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
you will not just go
it's
and write a figure or on a piece of paper.
Of file sheet.
it is incumbent now on the LSTC. It is the LSTC's responsibility now to verify the president's assets. So
But that's what we're saying, Legacy.
if those information provided by the president are inaccurate, it is the LSTC's responsibility to make us to know that those information provided accurate.
But in all legacy, this is a very bold step to tackle corruption and those who are not willing to submit to the system to work. This is a bold step for them to do that. The government, the president, the vice president, and also several members of the legislature also they are also doing that. This is a very good thing to do, especially new government that people are anticipating more of. This is a very good thing to do. So the president, for me, I believe that he should be commended. The last president who did that was President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, exit. She did publish her asset, and we were here for 6 years. The CDC people were defending that it is not a law and here and there, and we did not see it until the former president left the stage before the asset got leaked to the public. So for this one, it didn't leak. They willingly published it, and I think it should be commended.
Okay. Yeah, so like I said, we'll be speaking to Deputy Minister for Labor, for Administration and the Minister of Labor, Minister of Mansour. There are several allegations leveled against the Minister of Labor that he's going to be addressing here this morning. So it's been alleged that Minister Price is protecting the interests of certain foreign companies and nationals, including Chinese nationals, who are illegally mining in Henry's Town, Cameroon permit. And this allegation was made by Charles Brown, the labor inspector. And this is a very great allegation. And according to the information, the team of labor inspectors was dispatched to Napoli with official authorization from the acting Deputy Minister of Planning on June 14th. And the team was accompanied by Labor Commissioner Jeffrey Carter, his deputy 150, and the police officer upon their arrival in Bamako County. And according to the information, the labor inspectorate team discovered and established that 11 illegal Chinese miners in that region had no work permits, and 10 of them have passports, while uh, one didn't have a passport. So when the team decided to enforce the labor law and institute the appropriate measures against, those illegal miners, they were called up and told allegedly by Assistant Minister Emmanuel Shaw at the Ministry of Labor, who is said to be a policeman and ally for to take them back to disengage, because that mine was Minister Cooper's pepper bush. So the allegation of that. And they refused to adhere to, the assistant minister's order, and because of that, they were dismissed. 5 of them were dismissed. But in a release from the Ministry of Labor, they said that those individuals were dismissed because they were impersonated as labor inspectors. They are in the equal of the Ministry of Labor, but they are not labor inspectors to be sent to Baku County to carry out such function, and they were not even authorized to carry out such function. So amid this allegation, we want to speak to the labor inspector for administration. Deputy labor minister for administration, Minister Othello Manso, on the telephone this morning to give us the minister's side of the story. So we are now placing a call to him. He picks up his call this morning. Okay, good morning, Minister Othello Mansour. You are live on the day show, the Spoon Morning Show, on Spoon FM and Spoon TV. You're also live on Fabric FM and Fabric TV and all other social media platforms. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, so it's a pleasure to have you once more. How are you this morning?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm at work. I'm doing great.
Okay. Yes, so let's just get straight into it this morning. Several allegations coming against the Minister of Labor. Number one, the Labor Inspector, Charles Brown, has accused Minister Cooper of protecting the interests of certain foreign companies and nationals, including, Chinese nationals, who are said to be illegally mined in various towns, Baton County, without permits. He made this allegation. He appeared on the Spoon Talk recently. So, do you want to speak to this allegation?
Thank you very much for that information. In the first place, it is good when you get information such as a journalist, you do your due diligence while you are doing. I appreciate it. The Inspector General of Labor.
Can you please speak out a little bit?
Would say,
Minister, you want to be a little bit audible?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying if the Inspector General of Labor, Charles Brown, will say the Minister, Councillor Kobo Dayukua, is harboring a foreign national who are mining in Bapuru County without work permit, then it would be unfortunate to say so. What do I mean? When we took over, under the supervision of Minister Krua, there were a lot of observations. We noticed a lot of things were not going right. One of which was, for the inspectorate arm, everyone was like on their own. Each time anyone wake us, we hear somebody is doing Douala carrying on inspection, somebody in Lofa carrying on inspection, somebody is in Bapo, and the rest of those. So what we did as a team is to first erect a checkpoint. And the checkpoint was, before anybody leaves to go for inspection, there should be authorized authorization from person responsible or from a dedicated person.
Okay.
Another thing was the minister brought into the issue of uniform. Every inspectors should be uniform with their individual number assigned. So if anybody is to leave from here to go to Bapolo County, if anyone is to leave from here to go to Basel, that where Child Brown is today, there should be official communication to the various concession area or businesses where they are to visit. That these people are authorized from the Ministry of Labor to come and carry on enforcement or inspection. So if anybody bypass that and go on your own, it means that the purpose of which the ministry is still existing, you're not in position to work alone. So therefore, we don't condone that. In the case of those that went to Bapolo County, the minister was not here. I was in country as acting minister. I was not notified on any issue that was occurring in Bapolo County pertaining to alien being in Bapolo in every town working. We only got the information from Bapolo County from the secretary when it came up. I was in the office, the Inspector General did not notify me that we have an issue in Bapolo, therefore we needed to respond. And Charles Brown, unknowing to me, according to it, just needed a team to go Bapolo County, which it was not a responsibility at the time. And even those that you say in Bapolo County, they were not inspectors. They all from different divisions, like the planning division, the child labor, and you name the rest. So to say on media that Mr. Kua is harboring alien in Bapolo County and other counties, then it's quite unfortunate. If Mr. Kua will be harboring alien in other counties, why he authorized also send his special team through all the country? And he Child Brown has visited two of the counties and now he's on the way to IT in Buchanan today to carry on to continue the exercise. While other groups in Nima, Bon, Magidi County, and the rest are trying to get on the way to the southeast there. So it is not, it is untrue, and very, very far from true.
Okay, so then are you saying those labor inspectors sent your parents down Bapolo County, they weren't authorized by the labor ministry here at the time you were in charge? They weren't authorized.
In the first place, a point of correction, those who went in Town, Bapolo County, in the first place, none of them was inspector.
They were inspectors.
None of them was labor inspector, and besides not being inspector, none of them was authorized to go there.
So then what their role there at the Ministry of Labor? What was their role?
For example, Ministry of Labor, like all institutions, like all government institutions, Ministry of Labor, you have different divisions, different departments, different sections that are responsible for their various functions. For example, the finance section is responsible to manage financial activities. The procurement section is responsible to carry on procurement activities. So those from child labor, from the planning office and the rest of the offices where the guys left from and then went to Bapolo County, their roles are quite different from that of inspection. So I don't know the intent for which they left from here and then went to Bapolo County. None of them for the inspectorate. I just want to make that correction. They are not inspectors.
They were inspectors. And those who were dismissed, were they given due process? Did the labor ministry give them due process?
They were given due process, and the decision that the ministry has taken, it is in the right direction. It has a genuine legal basis for the dismissal. And we hear people say people are not giving due process. I don't know why until those who give you accusation can do their due diligence, until they can do their research. We, as administrator of
what due process was given them?
All due process that is required to be given to an employee before being dismissed. They were all all given a due process. Like I said, the dismissal has legal ground. Until somebody can carry on research or due diligence within the ministry and outside the ministry.
Yellow valid subscriber.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, let's see whether we can call him back. I don't know whether I'm the one going out of credit. Okay.
I think he's.
Yeah, he's probably trying to call back. So yeah, we're trying to reconnect with the Deputy Labor Minister, Mr. Fellow Mansour. All right. Sorry, Chief. We have some problem with our credit.
No problem, no mention.
Yeah. So there's this leaked audio that I have a copy of here, where in those audios, we hear conversation between some folks there from the Ministry of Labor. One Bala, I get the name of one Bala, one Sipo. They talking about going to mining centers and other businesses where foreign nationals are employed or owned by foreign nationals, and carrying out inspection, but then getting a bribe in the process. Have you listened to those audios, and can you tell us more about that?
Until I can listen to the particular audio you're talking about,
okay,
I can't comment on it. I can't comment on it until I can listen to it myself.
Okay, so then why do you think your labor inspector will come out with such an allegation against the minister?
The Inspector General is an employee of the ministry. In the first place, the chain of command, the distance between the Inspector General and that of the minister, I can tell you is very far.
Okay.
The Inspector General is responsible to an assistant minister, who is the assistant minister for labor standard. The assistant minister for labor standard, who supervises the IG, is also responsible to the deputy minister for planning before the deputy minister for planning reports to the minister proper. So now, if the IG, who is responsible to assistant minister, who does not have the authorizing authority to send people in the field, if he does that, probably he has not considered himself to be in the wrong, and he want to put on an argument. But I think there is no basis of the argument. I say it today, I can say it tomorrow, and the rest of the days to come, that there is no basis of the argument. So I don't know from which end he speaks, but there is no basis of the argument.
Okay, but since those individuals, those employees of yours who, even though you said they are inspectors, but they discovered that there were foreign nationals without work permits, some of them without passport, working in Liberia. Since that allegation for which they were dismissed for, has the Labor Ministry been able to follow up on the situation there of foreign nationals not operating in the confines of the law?
Like I told you, in order for us to enforce the labor law, we have already established a team.
Okay.
We have already established a team, and the team is all over in the country. It's all over in the country, from county to county. I can tell you for sure, all of the counties in the Republic of Liberia will be touched with this enforcement exercise, and Bapulu is of no exception. So we made our plan already. We never want anybody to interfere with our plan. Probably people are going around in the bushes or bypassing our plan, and we see it as undermining the system. But where we plan already to go to those places and very detailed information with respect to what going on wrong county, somebody can bypass and go without giving you a genuine report and thing. We strongly against it. But again, our inspection team, the enforcement team is going all through the country to see whatever that is happening, any part of the country that is not right, and we'll put a check to it.
Do you see this as a propaganda, against the Minister of Labor by some folks who maybe are eyeing his position?
If you've been following our Liberian activities, normally whenever somebody assumes authority, especially political position like ministerial position, deputy minister, commissioner, and the rest of it, you automatically, whether you're doing good or not, you automatically become enemy to the public. So on the basis of this perception about people, because somebody wants to be somewhere where it's not there at time, people, once they get information without care on due diligence, they capitalize on it and they want to denigrate people, which their conduct will continue to urge people to carry on due diligence whenever you get information like what you're doing now. Verify your information and know that it's authentic before carrying it to the public.
Okay, Minister, thank you. Chokon Dennis, you got any question for the Minister before we take leave?
Maybe the only thing that I want to maybe inquire is was there any prior investigation of these guys before the allegation against the minister that was in the making, or because they made the allegation they were dismissed, or what?
Like I said, Mr. Dennis, the dismissal has legal ground. Like I said, the dismissal has legal ground. And all due that shall be given, those guys were giving. So the dismissal has legal ground.
Okay.
Until those who speculating, until those who perceive that there was no legal ground for that dismissal can carry on research within the system, outside the system, to know the basis of which we are taking the decision. We have taken the decision. We know the decision, like I said, and I'll continue to say, has legal basis.
Okay, Minister Maxwell, thank you very much. Is there anything that you want to mention quickly that we didn't ask you? Maybe?
Nothing much. I will say again, thank you. Whenever there is information as such in the public, it's also good to contact us like you have done. Our lines are always open to provide some clarity to the public where necessary. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. So he's a Deputy Labor Minister for Administration, Othello Mansell. They're speaking to allegations leveled against the Minister of Labor, Councillor Kupokra, of protecting the interests of certain foreign companies and nationals, including Chinese nationals who are illegally mining in Henrytown, Buffalo County, without work permits. And this allegation was levied by Labor Inspector Charles Brown right here on Spoon FM. Yeah, so that's it. Chokon and Dennis, you listened to what the minister said. This has been allegation leveled against his minister, and he's been responding to them.
Yes, I'll listen to the deputy minister in terms of explanation. But what I think I have issue with is just recently we witnessed this situation at the LDA where the deputy, and the boss had similar issue with the entire situation. And now, they have come up again with the issue of another person, accusing their boss. And it is also, in as much as we come up with it in society or at the working area, I think there's a way to do it, channel that disagreement and which, they can find solution to that. But it somehow looks, especially with the institution you have, the inspector coming up with allegation against his boss, and the boss has to clarify and all of that. And it is actually, it brings the government to public dispute, especially when the president has entrusted them to do the work and to find out that maybe there's someone who is shooting cartel, and the other person say that the person is levying allegation, which is not right. And I hope that can be better handled, show that those officials are doing the right thing.
Essa from that legacy You then listen to the audio, the leaked audio, and you listen to the conversation.
Yeah,
It
and then
says,
other documents.
yeah, it says a lot about the Ministry of Labor, the form and manner in which those at the labor ministry conduct the activities of that ministry. That's why bad labor practices, year in, year out, are just increasing to concession sites and other companies in the country. If you are going to people who come in the country to invest and you are, you are giving, issuing, allegedly issuing fake documents, work permit to those people, how do you think the government will generate revenue? Aside from that, what level of trust will be in the system, and how I really don't get it, how you go about to make sure to bring these people to account, especially when there is a bad labor practice at that particular place there. All right. If you going behind the authority and the laws set up to go and collect money, like being said, alleged in the audience, that these people, this is what they do at the Ministry of Labor, and year in, year out, this is what we go through, the ordinary people go through, that companies will come in the country, they will operate. In fact, some of those people, the bosses will say, your government is in our pocket, and they just don't care. They treat Liberians anyway, anyhow, like slaves at those companies. It's just unfortunate for the Ministry of Labor. This should not be in the public. I think that ministry should be one of the areas that should be working hard to not only to generate revenues, but to also make sure jobs belonging to Liberians are given are set aside for Liberians, but they are not. Listen to those audios, Legacy.
Yeah,
I think you
so
can play some.
I listened to the audio. I'm trying to input them now. It's very disturbing, and some of those in the audio, the names, some of the names that were quoted in the audio are some of those who were dismissed, and which of course I don't have a problem with that, because they are undermining the government. They are undermining the government's revenue generation process.
Mhm.
Most of the names, you go back to the audio. I've listened to all the audios. Some there 30 minutes, some there 22 minutes, having conversation of how they issue fake document, fake permit to mining companies and getting money from them for their personal gain, instead of them doing the right thing for government to generate revenue.
Revenue.
And most of those names in the audio are those who were dismissed. Most of those names that were called in the audio, which I don't have any problem with. The likes of the SIBO, he was one of those who was dominating the conversation in those leaked audio. Talking about getting kickbacks,
5,000,
5,000, which is very, very unfortunate. So if they are the ones who were dismissed, then I don't see why folks will become and
These things will happen, Legacy. The reason there is this is a cartel. This cartel has been operating over the years at the Ministry of Information, at the Ministry of Labor. Some of those guys who were dismissed, they were in the system.
in the system. In the system, and they want to undermine the system. And so if you have somebody coming wanting to change the system, then it becomes a problem. There's going to be resistance. And I think that is exactly what's happening, because I listen to those audios and they are very disturbing. But unfortunately, we don't have the time to play them. Maybe we can play them, another time on the show, because at about this time we should be playing host. Okay, if you have 1 minute of one of the okay. Yes, I think still calling. Okay. So let's listen to this audio.
Mama, just watch it. See, yeah. I come to Mexico. Okay. One day, I come to me. Let me tell you me. Yeah. What kind of operation in NASA? Okay. We took all the time in the man one way in the morning. They got to make sure the end of the meeting, at the end of the table, you won't I will see again. They got to talk. The one who do the people who went at the mouth, what when you can't get a part of it, when you get it. It's not a lot in our money. I will people are so that you get a full fact document. I will people are so I would need a paper.
This is quite scary.
So this is interesting.
This is quite scary.
Somebody is saying he will damage Sibo. After he and Sibo went on a mission, they were given 200,000 Liberian dollars. They had gone to carry on inspection to ensure that foreign nationals, working in the country, have permits to ensure that they have passports. But they went there and they were bragged 200,000 Liberian dollars. They were given that money, and one man ran out with the money. One man ate the money, he never gave a friend. So that the friend now say he would damage his friend who ate the money.
So this is a clear indication of what
if the labor minister comes out and there is such a person, should that be a problem? I think the only thing is that person should be given due process. I don't care what the situation is, even if it is glaring that they have been found in the wrong. I think they need to be given a due process. But again, if they feel they weren't given a due process, they can, challenge the decision of the labor minister. They can go to court.
Yeah. So just imagine if the civil guy going to be sincere enough in what they're doing in the operations to share the money equally. It means that this we're not going to hear about this entire corruption issue at the Ministry of Labor. So it's just unfortunate what's happening at the ministry, and to break through this cartel, it will take a lot for the minister.
It will take a lot. It will take a lot, and there'll be a lot of war. There'll be a lot of media war. There'll be a lot of resistance.
Just imagine the minister just 5,000, 200,000 for
4,000. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? You go instead of doing the right thing, they give you 5,000, and the 5,000 you still greeted you at show your friend all the way. Yeah, you do the 5,000.
You're already stealing. It was Steve for your friend.
Yeah, then your friend too. They know that when they expose you to this, will be exposed. Yeah, they know that when they expose you to this, will be exposed. Because for the fact that all of you were and agree for that money to be given,
sincerely, the other guys, I think they need to get something. You can get 2 times trouble. They went to store, then they
Now many men back there are possible, and now they're possible, all they're exposed. There's no way that they love to down. Yeah, two that trouble. But the civil men are bad.
I don't want 200,000.
You think about some of our colleagues in the media. Yeah, but that's it. That's it, folks. We'll open the lines and take a few calls as we're with our next batch of guests here from the Tiamon Christian School System. Once they arrive in the studio, we're going to be playing host to them here this morning on the show. You're listening to the Today Show on Spoon FM and Spoon TV Live. We're also coming to you on Fabric FM, Fabric TV, via YouTube channel, and also Super FM. Let's go to the lines. Call us at 0777 771 0775 1075 1075. Call us this morning and have to say about some of our talking points on the show this morning. Let's talk to this person. Good morning, your name and where you join us from.
Dear brother, and this is Jeffrey de Casco Mezabala, and I call you from Brazil, Young Israel community.
Okay, let's hear you.
Yeah, you see, it is good that these things are coming to the light. Normally, when employees see labor minister authorities coming to their companies or sometimes they're supposed to feel comfortable and feel relief so that some of the malpractices that they perform against them or carry out against them will be reported and these things will be well noted after that actions will be taken.
Okay.
But this time around, it turns on the opposite. This guy will just come and will demonstrate go into the office without even talking to employees. They will just go straight into the bureau offices and the next thing you know, you hear the car door, they are closing, and they are gone. So what is the purpose of you coming to the company? You're supposed to interact with the employees, go to the field, talk to the lead man of the company, working, go to the various workplaces, but they don't do this thing. When they come, the company usher them straight into the manager's office. When they leave from there, they're straight into the jeep, they are gone. So these people, I don't know how we go with this country.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to another person. Good morning, your name and where you join us from.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Let's hear you.
Good. My opinion on what is happening at the Labour Ministry, it has to do with this thing about.
There's a feedback in your background.
Let me check my. Hello.
Okay, go ahead quickly.
Okay, so thinking about conflict of interest, and secondly, there are some elements from the former government who is here to disturb the interest of this government. And so when it comes to light, it should be prosecuted and publicly exposed. Why will a group of labor officers go to an entity and they're not duly
they are authorized.
Yeah. Yes, although they work with the entity, but they were not authorized.
And they are not even inspected according to the minister.
Completely wrong. You understand me? So thank you. I will keep calling you.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's talk to another person here. Good morning, your name and where you join us from.
Good morning to the nation. Good morning to Chicago.
Let's hear you.
My name is Derek Zina and I join you guys from District 3. Thank you so much and thanks for you contacting the Deputy Minister of Labor. So definitely, it is not just Hamilton. Babu is my country, right? The entire Babu is under attack by aliens and foreigners when it comes to illegal money. Go to Belegala, go to a park of Selekai. Illegal miners are there. The Ghanaians, they are there in their large number. You understand? I'm telling you facts and reality. So, Honorable Minister, if you are telling to us, please send your team in Bapuru. Then they go to Belayala, then they go to Zeleka, then they go to Fubasa. These are places I'm calling that illegal miners are there. Things are there as well. Chinese are using a machine, yet you won't believe it. Poverty. I want to believe that the hierarchy of those countries, they are in the know. Because they can be brave, money there, without the knowledge of the superintendent, the senator, the representative.
Thank you very much. We have to take a quick break for our guests are already here. I know
a lot of people want to talk about this. It's a very serious issue going on within, the labor sector of our country. We'll have to take this quick break to be back. The show on FM, on TV, Fabric TV, and on other social media platforms about. Let's take this quick break to be back.
Your name, your name, please.
Get ready for the blue one or whatsoever. They can come. Yes, stay there. It's only. Oh, easy.
Last night they came here around 12 to big cause there. The chair was sleeping or before in the teaching. They even flopped. Yeah. Because they were yesterday there. They came here with their car. They stopped the car on the road. They enter on the criminal. Running behind the children to go to the church for me to care them. I'm going to say what they say. We are. The children start running, they start putting rope behind the children. Running behind them, catching them. They carry them now. People, they were just artists, people were not just artists. They brought them back. I want to call the children and they say, send your brother to post up. So they were not taking your son, taking them to get our money. They came here last time, they called the ED man. They came, he appealed to the children. After he appealed to the children, he was going. He said he's sucking the children's mother. He said the children mother. I made the children back to the post. He said they're choking them. If they were choking them right now, we post stop to them. I said ram this, we post stop to the children. They come. Because of personally now, 2 paper short with PSU men. PSU men, they started beating the children from room to room. People are working, they started pointing fingers.
Liberians are dying, no money in the hospitals. Liberians are dying, no money in the Liberians are dying, no money in the hospitals. We use it on the 5,000. No one can talk about it. The press, more will be talking. I want not point to the thing about it. But I think it's important.
How much you think to be?
They're not alleged. Yeah, the chairman asked me
how much you think?
Just go to the 95 day come back. Yeah.
Things should be used, sir. How much you think should be used?
So the 5,000 was placed for the purchasing on the land, budget land, for ID card and electronic land for the chamber. But surprisingly, they're saying to the chairperson is saying to us that he used the 75,000 to process ID card. So you know about ID card in Liberia.
One might be listening and then they don't know the chairperson. So can
But
you?
why you want to say one might be saying you are pursuing our election? The chairperson person might go to the mayor and say yes. Or the chairman have go to the come and say yes.
Thank you so much, sir.
Go to the now come and say yes.
And also,
I will follow you. I go.
And also, the chairman have become made mention of how
You want to validate my argument or you want to elect? Go validate the argument from the man.
and he also made some.
Hello? Please go and validate from the chairman or the 75.
Allegedly, we have hearing that 75,000 was proposed in this retreat for just Adika for staff of the legislature. How true is that information?
Please repeat yourself because I don't understand.
We all heard Honorable James Papa Kole is stating that 75,000 United States dollar was being budgeted to be used.
How many minutes? Yeah. How many minutes?
Liberians are dying, no money in the hospitals. We use 75,000 to procure ID card. No one can talk about it. The press, more will be talking. I want not point to your thing about it. But I think it's important.
How much you think could be?
They're not alleged. Get a chairman ask you
How much you think?
Just go to the night validate come back. Yeah.
Think should be used, sir? How much you think should be used?
75,000 was placed for the purchasing on the land, budget land, for ID card and electronic land for the chamber. But surprisingly, they're saying to the chairperson is saying to us that
He's a Greek scholar, and then Hebrew scholar who did his best to plant all our feet on yes, okay. The school, well, we have about 12 schools, are divided into competition houses. And we call them houses, but they are team. Maybe we can say team. There are 4 teams, and the 3 teams are given colors. These colors are given name, designating them. So we have the blue house or the red house, which is the house that won
So
last
that
year.
is all of the students.
Yes.
Who that is a group of students will be wearing a certain color, maybe red.
Red.
Certain group of students be
Will
a
be
certain color, and they're going to
green,
wear
yes.
maybe green,
Green.
and blue and all like that.
Yeah, that's right. And so we had the red house for D.A. Witt, the blue house for Abe Gantor. Gantor was a missionary here when I was a young man, 16 years old, who taught us, who did much for this country. Then you have the yellow house for Jeremiah Bacon's house. Jeremiah Bacon's house was an evangelist who baptized me when I was young. Then we had a green house for Spurgeon, named in honor of Spurgeon, a militant, calling the Prince of Preachers. So we are proud to be associated with these people in belief, in conviction, and in hard work. So these games, then we have games starting from 3 years old kindergarten, 4 years old, 5 years old, first grade, second grade, third grade, to high school. And we'll have high jump, we'll have running competition, and we'll have high jump, pole vault. All these games are going to be played that you see in the Olympics.
Okay. All right. So let's come to Theophilus and Jim. Is it Jim? Okay. So she's not here. But let's hear from 2 of you quickly before Jimmy comes in. Tell us, you are the greenhouse master. Tell us more about your house.
It's a pleasure to be on this studio and representing the Spurgeon's house. That house comprises
the name of the house.
Spurgeon's house. That is C.A. Spurgeon.
Okay.
As the superintendent just stated. I'm the headmaster. I'm along with co-assistants and my principal deputy is Shimlin Babi. C.A. Spurgeon, we are working with our technique to see how best to reclaim our trophy.
Amen.
That was taken from us by D.A. Witt last year.
Okay.
And there are so many techniques that we have, and we don't need to display it here personally because we have co-house masters here. We will copy such and then go and try to develop their own mentor. But the house is great. I got talented athletes. I got moving staff. Even the house master itself is energetic at all time with the students, making sure that things are in place.
What preparation are you making? And if you're making any preparation, I mean, how optimistic is your house that you're going to win the competition this time around? Because mind you, you are not the only one doing carrying out framework. There are other houses also making preparation, and there are other houses that are eager or enthusiastic as you are to also win the competition. So what distinct preparation you making that other houses you think other houses might not be making?
Yeah, I love that question. From the onset, being our Vero practice section, we remain the highest carrier of practices and we still stay the highest carrier of sports day when it comes to our inter sports day meet.
Oh, so that is all of the houses have combined practice section.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. And you guys have always dominated the process.
100%.
Okay. We're going to hear from the other houses too.
Yeah.
That's what you have to say. I don't know what that's saying. Yeah. But can we hear from James Lynn quickly? Just shortly. All right. Yeah, you can understand, no problem. You can understand. You good standing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So tell us more about the greenhouse. You are a member of the greenhouse, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. What has been your experience there?
It has been a great experience in greenhouse,
Okay.
especially being in Sociamo for 9 years.
Oh, you've been in Sotema for 9 years.
Yes.
Wow.
Being in Sociamo for 9 years, and I spent 8 years in greenhouse, 1 year in yellow house. So imagine the year I went in yellow house, I didn't feel at home. But in greenhouse, exactly, I didn't feel at home.
Okay.
In greenhouse, you get the energy, you have the momentum, you have staffs, parents, and everyone that are willing to work with you and to make sure that you win. And being in greenhouse, it has been great. Like the quarter, we tell them that, especially for the plane, we make examples of the plane. We know that we all need plane to survive. So greenhouse, we need greenhouse in Sotiamon to survive. So definitely, if greenhouse becomes champion, you notice that the entire building can be lighting up.
How is the selection of this greenhouse warehouse done that she has been in greenhouse for 8 years?
Yeah.
Is it that students choose which house to go with it?
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I see.
Every year we choose house or yes, the 4 colors.
Okay.
So you will choose, and then I don't know. I have just been lucky to be in a house. So that's why I said even this my final year when we were choosing our friend, I said that all my years I've been in greenhouse. Imagine me being alumni for Sotiamo and being in another house, not be at home. So I pray to God and I form myself in greenhouse again. But greenhouse is fun. Even all of the children in Sotiamo wants to be in greenhouse. Greenhouse have the energy. You don't just have the students that will be involved, but the staff, our parents, you can see them being in for the sports day. So
I can't wait.
Greenhouse, yeah, all the children, and you will understand that greenhouse to make song with greenhouse. It's easy. And to celebrate a greenhouse, you yeah, everybody shout but when you say yellow.
That's good. That's interesting. Yeah, I think we've heard a lot from greenhouse. Can we hear from the other houses?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but I get yellow house.
Yellow. Okay, you from yellow house?
I'm from blue house.
Oh, you
Okay,
from
blue house. Yeah, go ahead.
Blue house.
Do
Okay, let's hear from you from blue house. Greenhouse has just been here and seeing all of the goodies about greenhouse. How greenhouse is a very lively and sprightly house, to be within. I mean, the comfort there is so immense, and there are a lot of people yearning to be within greenhouse. What about blue house? I see you dress up in blue and white.
Yes, blue house is a wonderful color. A blue color, let me see. Look around the studio. You see everywhere you see blue. You look at the sky, you see blue.
So that if school should support any house.
Yeah, house. I mean,
so we have
school
blue, right?
is blue now.
So they are only talking away. If she said when you look around, you enter the school, when you talk about greenhouse, everybody will be excited. I want to debunk that. Because the best house in the school is blue house. When you talk about blue house, everyone is excited in the building. Oh yes, blue house. And I want to assure them, our last time when it was in 2019, it became a one and one, and for now we have not won. But this year we're going to win. Yes, last year we came second, and this year we're going to come as Victoria.
Amen.
Oh, wow. So what preparation are you making? What are you doing differently from the other houses when it comes to preparation?
We are not prepared. We have already been prepared, and we are prepared. We're not going for any preparation.
This
So
Saturday.
what did you do then for your preparation?
We prepared during the practice sessions, and we came second in everything.
In
And we are
everything.
still practicing because
you keep second during the practice session. That during the main game you think you're
on the
not
main
playing?
game I can win. we have seen a hospital going to the main game, coming third play in practice session and winning the entire match.
That is possible. That is possible.
It's very possible.
It's possible. Okay. Any other prizes for Blue House?
No, I came here alone.
Blue, you came alone.
They didn't come.
So green came with 2 soldiers, and you just came alone.
I'm a lone soldier.
Lone soldier.
Okay.
Okay. Yellow House.
Yellow.
Yeah, yellow is here.
All right.
Right, go on that side.
Okay.
All right. Let's hear from you, sir.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad to be here, and most especially, it's my first year in Sotemo as an instructor. And the thing about it is, Yellow House, I've been in a house that absolutely the students, they somehow afraid to be a member with.
Why?
Because they somehow notice that Yellow have been losing the trophy for some years.
Okay.
And with that, even for some of the allies, they go for practices. They can be afraid to give themselves to the game. But serving as a master for Yellow House, I've decided to push it forward because everyone, and I say majority of the human on earth, they absolutely love the good thing. When the thing is spoiling, nobody like it.
Okay.
But I'm saying that I'm going to be the kind of person that will come in for my first year and carry the trophy for sure.
Amen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Confidence.
You come after. You said Yellow has never won, right?
No, they have won,
Okay.
but it happened a very long time. Like
Long
other
time.
houses,
Several years
after
ago.
2 years, they can come in and then they can
So
be victorious.
what energy are you bringing in this time around? What difference are you bringing about to ensure that Yellow House wins? Because you have other houses. You have a Green House, very, very, very. I can say they are sure of winning. Likewise, Yellow House, they also searching of winning. But there is, in fact, Yellow House there. You know, you say you guys have had some challenges over the years. Students have not been wanting to, go into Yellow House and all of that. So what different are you doing this time around that you think, you are at the verge of winning?
Okay, thank you so much for that question. I like you a lot. The thing about it is the strategies using for the games are many.
Okay.
And with all of the masters, they got their own techniques, their own style of doing things.
All right.
The only thing I need to do most especially is to then motivate my athletes and give them the hope that they can make it.
Motivation.
Yeah, motivation.
Okay. All right. And how has been your performance during the practice sessions?
Okay, for the practice session, we come first one time, and then we also come third 2 times.
Okay.
Yeah. With that, they gave me that confidence that no matter what, they're going to be a success for Yellow.
Amen.
Okay. All right. Red, is that Red I'm seeing?
Yes, sure, sir.
Okay. Let's hear from Red House. Red House, you hear Lou also? Are you a Lou soldier?
No. So, actually here today with one of my potent athletes. She is here with me in person of student Sarafina Selene from the 12th grade class of the Sotelmont Christian School System.
All right. Let's hear you, Red House. What preparation are you making? How confident that this year you're going to win this competition?
Yeah, actually, this is I'm actually like laughing because the truth is we have won the sports day,
The truth is,
you have won.
we have
The
won the
occasion
sports
has
day.
not taken place. Then you say you have won. Is
Yeah.
it this year's occasion you've won?
I'm speaking about this year because the truth is, red, greenhouse, blue house, yellow house, they are all just participating in this year's sports day. We are sure.
Oh,
We
they
are
are
sure
only
of our
partakers.
victory, 100%. That this year's sports day, you go in, you come out is for red. We are going to maintain our championship. When you talk about red, you talk about confidence, you talk about courage, you talk about being optimistic, we talk about being action oriented. So we have not come to play with greenhouse, with yellow house, with blue house. Guess what? We have a strategy that we should use on them. And we make our children feel happy, we make them feel excited doing the practices. We give it the greenhouse, we give it the blue house, we give it, but they are aware that when we go on the final day for the sports day, they are all shocked. They are all surprised. How did this happen? And last year, we showed them, trust me, when I was in this institution, I was in this institution for a good 7 years. I was in Red House. And I told myself, and I promised Red House, that if I come back in this institution, I'm going to serve as house master. And I'm going to give the victory to my color. And trust me, my first year serving as house master was last year. And we won the championship.
So you're
Trust me, we are going to maintain our championship. No in, no out. We are going to maintain our championship. Many thanks to green, to blue, to yellow for participating. We say thank you. Try next year. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Let's hear from the student. Your house master is sounding so confident. In fact, he said you're not winning the competition already. All of the other houses are just partakers. Do you agree with me?
Okay, so firstly, I'd like to say thank you for having us today.
Okay.
My name is Serafina, and I 100% agree with him. You know, this is my first year in the house red. I was in yellow house last year and blue house in 10th grade when I joined the school. And I can actually say that I never really felt part of sports day or felt welcome or anything like that. But in the color red house, I feel very much so welcome. The energy, red represents boldness, represents energy, and you can't see it right now, but that's all about me. I'm very bold, I'm very energetic. So when I'm in the house red, I feel very welcomed, I feel at home. So I 100% agree. Yellow house is talking about we haven't won, but we'll win. Keep dreaming. Yeah. So
Yeah. How long have you been in Red House?
this is my first year in Red
Oh, your
House.
first year in
Yes.
Red House.
Yes.
Okay, and you are hoping to win alongside Red. So what differently are you doing that you think other houses are doing that places you in a better position to win this year?
For the time that I've been in the house red, I can tell that the athletes are very competitive.
Okay.
Even though I can say that greenhouse athletes are very, trained and they do well for themselves. But
So the greenhouse is a rubber.
I wouldn't say that they're on our level.
Me rubber that is.
They can try. They can do their best. You try, but maybe like you just have to keep trying greenhouse. But red house is definitely going to take the win again this year. The athletes are very much so prepared for you, Mr. Bruble.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Let's go back to Mr. Brooklyn. Sorry, we just jumped into this green, yellow, and red house. Yes, you guys can come back. House and but I wanted us to highlight the achievement of Sotiama as an institution, the history of Sotiama as an institution, because it's been one of the prominent institutions around here that's been making impact when it comes to educating our young stars. So you just want to give us a little historical background about the institution and some of the achievements this institution has made over the years.
Sotiama Christian School was hashed by Pastor Johan and his wife
Okay.
in Buchanan. We thought the war of decency and old Bible standard and old school training where people get online to go to the bathroom, where when they want to eat, they will wash their hand, they will study by phonics, reading, they will do traditional mathematics and spelling, and making people to feel that they are no different from other people in the international community. And we started with kindergarten, 3 years old, 4 years old, 5 years old. Then we added first grade. Traditionally, we have been going to high school. And then the war came and carried us to Freetown. We still have school there. We came back in this country in 1995, and we started again. And then we almost have almost 2,000 plus students served by almost 200 staff, 250 staff members in various places well paid. And yet we do not have support from anywhere but from the money we collected. So Tiamo Christian School has raised so many young people, and some of them are in the, like Gregory is the chief of the police, was the first man.
Okay.
In fact, for whom the school was made. Then you have Karana.
So Gregory, Inspector General,
Yes.
is a product of
Yeah,
Santiago.
for that, so Tiamo Christian School, we taught him kindergarten and all that way. Then you have prominent people in position, and we believe there are changes. They have Fatiga now coming to on the place. They had a little bit of difficulty,
Okay.
and but there's several people in the United States. The young man who is the house owner now was a student, so they are coming back to deliver and hold together what Sotiama Christian School meant, building wall of decency and and good penmanship, good speaking ability, good essay writing position, so that when they sit down in their offices with smile. They are lawyers, they are engineers all over the country and out of this country. Some of them are studying to be brain surgeon. And those are some of the things we have done. Then Sotiama Christian School, according to one of his vision statements, we are spreading throughout the country gradually.
Okay.
The last school we opened was in Caldwell, and where they have almost about 100 something students. And then in Bassa and Margibi, our daughter is there. And then we are going to spring into Ganta, perhaps this coming year. And then we want to cross the country, going to go to Maryland, at least so that every individual will have a taste of sound educational procedure, training from 3 years old to 4 years old, 5 years old to high school. So this is what we have been doing. Now we are getting old, so the young men who are there who begin will come. And I'm asking you too, because we have press club there, so all of you can get involved. We have our church program with you people, and if anybody will want to, people who have a studio can invite us to do educational things, something like 15, 30 minutes, something, so we can help other schools, so they can get a secret of what we got that make us to have about 2,000 students, 2005 now across the country.
Yeah, I mean, something outstanding that a lot of people know about Sotiama School is how outspoken most of the students are. Like listen to some of them, spoke right now. The two students who spoke, I mean, they spoke well, and it's something not only them. I've also listened to other students from your institution speak and they articulate well, they are eloquent, and all of that. What is the secret behind this, or essentially, what distinguishes Sotiamo from other institutions around here?
Yeah, there are a lot of distinguishing marks. Like talking about speaking and then reading ability. Because we use phonics to train our children to read, and they are encouraged to practice what they read. And the traditional way of working math, where you don't count fingers by families, and then most people don't know the family, but what you say, three families, 0 plus 1 equal 1, 1 plus 2, 3, and 0 plus 3, 3, and go down the line. Then you say 6 family, 8 family, 9 family, thing like that. And then when we do spelling, they're quite different, so that the children will want to read according to the phonics, the way the words are built. And when I went to school, I couldn't speak English, and when I was in kindergarten, I would have translator in the classroom.
Okay.
But but the American women who were teaching us wanted us to pronounce those words according to American standard. Now this is what we try to do in Liberia, so that when you are in kindergarten, you start speaking like an American, because an American book you are doing. And it follows too, even in the practice of life. If you learn and teach the children how to be systematic in the approach to studying language, math, and spelling, and language, and science, they go toward it, and then they become distinct. And it work because they are practicing a system. One great thing about the English language is it's a rule-bound language, so that when you follow the rule, you come out with clarity. Where our children can have be say J-O-D, J-O-D, Jo, 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 Ja, Jo. They just sound those letters with one vowel inside Ja. So now you hear somebody much, I'm going to red the light. Because that's the system. Yes.
Okay. Okay. That's good. Let's hear from you, the house masters. You are teachers of the school, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you just want to tell us briefly your own experience there at the Sotiamo School as instructors.
Yeah. At Sotiamo, firstly, I didn't attend Sotiamo. I attended Samuel Commission's High School after I graduated, went to the Teachers College, and then I was employed. I took up role. I didn't know phonics. I did phonics in grade school, but then not as compared to that fundamental one at Sotiamo.
Okay.
We were taught it, the penmanship, and everything was perfect. The experience there is great. The lessons taught are all Christian-based teaching.
Mhm.
The lessons there correspond with lessons from the Bible, where they will give you references to biblical scriptures that is found within the Bible. And there are also many mentors that we have learned over the past time. And we help students that are out there, in our own students that are within the institution. It is a moral institution, a practice moral to the highest level, ethical one. It has that or biblical belief. That is a fundamental one. Wherein at the church, we learn so much from our pastor, Mr. Monjoa, wherein we have that spiritual growing with Bible believing thoughts.
Okay. Let's hear from you. Yeah, you could just sit there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and speak.
You're on there.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you were struggling with my name on Samuel Cordy anyway.
Samuel, okay.
Yeah, Mr. Cordy. My experience with September is very, very, very good. When I came to September, all the schools I attended, even when you were cursive, I couldn't understand one. Phonics, I didn't do phonics in school up to 12 when I graduated from high school. I didn't do phonics. I went to teacher college, I started doing phonics, and I didn't do it in depth as compared to September.
Okay.
But administration.
So when you go to Sotelma as an instructor, you do phonics.
Yes. As September, we go there, the administration is very, very, very effective. If I will have a week training with teachers, they teach you how to do all those things. When you leave from there, you go in the classroom, you know exactly what they do. And the students are cooperative, they listen to teachers and do exactly what the teacher tells them to do in the classroom.
Okay, that's good. You are an instructor also?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm an instructor also.
Okay.
My name is Abraham C. Smith. This year is my first year in September. Yeah. And I'm too blessed for sure to be part of this family. You know, I taught other schools, but I never knew that to reach it far. You know, when I heard of Sotermo Christian school system, that had been my prayer that, oh God, take me to that level. Let me see and understand the other part of education for the other side of the family. So when I enter the system, I got to know that the instructor must be trained so they can be able to face the students. So tell me, you know, they got everything set up, making that instructor to have confidence in the classroom. The one thing that I really admire is the students there, they are very respectful. You don't get time. If you are teaching them or not, they will pay you respect. If you're speaking to them, they stand still and they listen to you before then they can get out of you or walk out. You know, and even in the classroom, we found out that the students they struggle to read. The other schools you got to do the lesson one by one. You got to read with them. They read after you. You know, it's in that. Even the little ones, if you put before them, they know what they are reading. You know, so I really admire that.
And yeah, that is based on the foundation aspect.
Yeah, that's
sure.
That's right.
Sure. All right, yeah, let's quickly speak to the last person. We are running out of time. Then the sports people can come back. Then we'll climax on the sports activities. Let's hear you, sir.
All right, let me say that to be part of this family.
Your name first.
I'm Marcos Jr. To be part of this family, to be sincere, is actually a blessing. It's a gift, and it's one thing. It was actually part of my prayer that I prayed to actually come back and give back to my institution.
Okay.
I've learned a lot. I mean, like there are so many things, there are so many experiences that we get within this institution. Being a student of this institution and now serving as a teacher or even playing in the role of administrators is actually a great thing. To be sincere, one thing I do admire and I do tell everyone that if you are part of Sotelmo, if you send your child to Sotelmo just pay for free, they are going to have their moral standing. They are going to come upright. They are going to come bright. And everything, I'm a living example of what I'm saying. Because I'm someone who because of what I was taught in Sotelmo, I have to believe that I want to be a pastor and a doctor. And trust me, at my age, I'm even doing my master. I'm going to do a master in New York. It's because of my orientation within this institution and as long you decency. I want to make you to be a great man. They're going to stand tall among your equal and just wherever you stand as a Sotelmo student, you stand bright.
Okay.
You're bright. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Let's hear from the final person quickly. It's running into on the flip side of 10 o'clock. Just tell us your name and tell us your role there at Sotelmo and your experience. In fact, you are an instructor. You don't have to tell us your role. So just tell us your experience there at.
Yes, I am. Mr. Jared Deiga. I'm an instructor at the Sotelmo Christian School System. And everyone who passed through the walls of Sotelmo, they have a positive experience I can be shared. There'll be a lot of testimonies I'll be given here if we had a time. But I'm glad I'm part of the family, and my own experience was great. But I want to go right back to the main event we're here for, the sports day.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, I have my own time with all of the colors, with the exception of yellow and greenhouse. I work with red. First, I will include, and from the yellow, and then I'm in or identifying with red now.
As what? House master?
Not as house master.
Member.
I am identifying, just take it as it is. I'm identifying with red house. I am a bishop person. So, you know, this thing is very important. At this time, it's a tradition in the school. The part of the sports, the mind game that we are on now is important. And this program is being monitored by all of the students across the system. Now, if you were to check on the campuses now, you will see the euphoria, you will see how zealous those students are. And even if lounge will be open, they will call. And just to tell you that they are very excited to see the house master in studio. And the game this year is it cannot be determined as who the winner will be, because I saw the euphoria. I saw, you know, the Zoom, all of the house masters that are deliberated here. You know, you cannot underestimate anybody. We are glad that they are put their all into the game, and we hope to see the best team that will win on that day, the 29th of June, come Saturday.
Okay. So what are some of what are some of the activities that will be characterized by the entire sporting day?
Oh, officially sports week began yesterday.
Oh, so it's a week.
It's a whole week.
Okay.
Today's activity is what we are on now. Right after we have the eating contest. Man.
Wow,
You know,
eating contest.
Eating contest where you will see.
I was trying to challenge Mala you and act.
No, you challenge me first. If you can survive, I'm sure that you can challenge my boss there. Okay. So those are the activities. Today is the mind game. And right after we leave from the studio, we'll get around the campus to get an eating contest.
Would that be quizzing? Would that be debate? Football?
Even our person here is a game.
Okay.
How they come, how they express themselves, with the points will be given. If you come with a uniform, some people didn't come with a uniform. I saw something like that, but they will judge everything. It's a week of of play, but seriousness. You know, they say you work well, no play, then you can be dull sometimes. So that in a year, this week is selected to do intellectual thing, to do physical education, physical thing, speech, research methodology, and then the football game will climax that. But you know, running and all that kind of thing.
Okay.
And then maybe from these we can pick out our Olympic athlete one of these fine days.
All right. Yeah. So let's just open the lines for maybe 5 to 10. Let's say 5 minutes. Probably some of the students are listening and want to call. So if you're listening to the show this morning,
hello,
you can call us on 0777 771 0777 1075 1075. Let's talk to this person. Hello, your name and where you join us from? Hello, are you there?
Don't put it on speaker.
Okay, this is Drew. Let's hear you. Okay.
From kindergarten to 6th grade, you are able to take a master's degree and that. Most of our teachers go to the university because they have taught up to 6th grade. And we give so many combinations, and we are supposed to answer those questions in 3 seconds. So you can see how bright the children are. So now when the teachers come and we tell and we show them what is supposed to be, they go to the interview and we come back.
Okay.
So you know, it's a process. We treat it and we do well. Well, we are happy that we brought so many positive things to Liberia, and now we are going, we are dying, we are giving our children. So we hope that it will continue. Thank you so much for hosting us today.
Okay, thank you very much, man. Okay, let's take all the callers on the line. 0777 771 1075 1075. Let's talk to this person. Good morning, your name and where you join us from? Please lower the volume of the radio, please. Let's hear you, please. Go ahead. All right. Okay, we got that. Go ahead.
The students here this morning at Bishop Road are in a very hard year. They are prepared first this morning to prepare of the evening contest. And from there, we are going to be going to the pit and we'll have the girl competition when it comes to the football. Football in Santiago is like no other anywhere else in Liberia. It brings youth from different backgrounds together where they show their talents in various games, be it football, be it athletic games, and so many games that we can play. So it's a good thing to be a part of it.
Okay.
And I'm glad that here at People Law to represent the school and to talk on behalf of students who are in very high here. You can hear the noise in the background. We just will be grateful to the team that is here. And we're going to have a solid day like this on Saturday where we will bring Liberia to a standstill in the central part of Monrovia.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We'll take two or three more calls. 0777 771 075 101075. After the calls, we'll come back to Mr. Joa to tell us what is up next for the pending academic year. Let's talk to this person. Oh my God! Please lower the volume of the radio, or you walk away from the radio. Good morning. Good morning. Let's hear you. Oh. Okay, go ahead. Please go ahead. We are hearing you. Thank you. I'm sorry your background. The students are probably excited. Well, let's talk to another person. Hello. Good morning. Okay, assistant greenhouse master. Let's hear you. Let's hear you. Okay. Okay.
Amen.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. So, folks, we don't have the luxury of time anymore. We don't have the luxury of time. I know there are a lot of students and teachers of Sotiamon's school out there who are wanting to call and make their contribution, but we have to go home. Saint Solomon Drive. What have you got to say finally? And moreover, there are others listening who may want to know what's up next for the pending academic year.
Yeah, before I make a statement on that, we are going to be gathering, I think, at a LU again, right? As LU on Saturday. So parents are supposed to be bringing their children and an athlete by 7, something like that.
Okay.
It's 7:30. If you can come 7 o'clock, it will be all right. We'll march from there to the Antoinette Todman Stadium.
Yeah.
And there the game will begin. And your name is Yakazian.
Sure.
Yakazian, I will do the first running race. We're not going to escape. All right, but so by 7 o'clock, it is good to start entering soon, because after the drilling up there, we will start at once. We are praying that God will help us to keep the rain from falling. Maybe if it can fall early in the morning, and not try to come down again. So everybody should pray for us. We apologize to God. We wanted it to be in a in the dry season, and our planning and uniform coming from China and all the places have placed us on this side. So we are begging Him again. We are asking the Lord that they should not rain on Saturday. If He answer our prayer, and we hope He will do, because we don't want the children to get wet, let Him forgive us for our plan extending this far, because this too is Liberia. Things can happen the way sometimes you look at it. But we want to thank all the parents, because the parents are going to start. I think I learned this morning that the staff of Sotiamo Christian School System will be going against the parents. But nobody should leave Yagazi out, because
So you are talking about rainfall on Saturday. There won't be much rainfall.
Yeah, that's why we
44% precipitation is
a
expected.
chance.
So
yeah, we look at that, and that's why we chose the day.
Yeah.
But we hope, sometimes man instrument can go out of place.
Yeah, sure.
But we are praying that God will help us to maintain our course. And I want to thank you people for allowing us to air, and our children to know that we are inviting the parents. We have had them on the committee. It's a whole thing. And let me tell you, I wish all of the schools in Liberia will have such a program where the parents, the old graduates will come home. I think they will introduce this game this year again. But I'm extending to them, all graduate, whether you are a police chief, or whether you are serving as director of bureau in the executive mansion, and you graduated from Sotiamo Christian School, or whether you are with companies, for you to come on Saturday, so that we can meet. I want to hug them again. My children, I call them. These are my children, and I believe it's just a way of saying, Pastor Joe, here is the salary. That's all. I just want to see that I love these children so much, and I want them to come so they can participate. But I thank you so much.
Okay, so you don't want to give any information about it.
All the information. Well, the information is being planned to be given by next week or week after next.
Okay.
And then we'll get the information booklet. But those who would like to talk with us, my number is 0777-023-753. You can call, or just go on our website, on our portal. Every information will be there.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure having you guys in studio, and I wish all of you, success. I don't know who to support, especially for the houses, but I think blue.
Yeah, it's not a blue.
Yeah, since the day we are blue. Yeah, so we. That's just one point program. Okay, so I wish all of you success, and I hope you guys can have a wonderful time with your sport. Thank you.
Amen.
Okay, so folks, that's it. Many thanks for your listening role. Thanks to all of you who